Hi children, in this video we are still continuing the preparation of alcohols using Grignard reagent. The preparation of alcohols will be finishing with this using of Grignard reagent. Then we will continue with the preparation of phenols. Let us take up what is meant by the word Grignard reagent. In the organic chemistry, we use many substances that makes us to get products from the reactants. So these substances that involves with the reactants to generate products, we call as the word reagent. The scientist Grignard, he prepared a reagent by taking an initial reactant and alkyl halide. He had reacted alkyl halide with magnesium metal. That resulted R minus Mg plus and X. This is what we call Grignard reagent. Alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl magnesium halide is called as the Grignard reagent. We are going to use this Grignard reagent to prepare alcohols. This will be applied on the carbonyl compounds like aldehydes and ketones. Let us see the general equation that can be applied for any of the reaction to prepare alcohols using the carbonyl group. We are taking a general equation. In the general equation, this is to prepare alcohol from carbonyl compounds. What are carbonyl compounds? That is aldehydes or ketones. So using the aldehyde or ketone, we can get the alcohol by applying the Grignard reagent. Let us take the carbonyl group is the one in which carbon is having a double bond with oxygen, and in return the carbon got 2 more bonds. This is satisfying the 4 bonds of carbon. In this carbonyl group, the carbon is having less electronegativity than the oxygen. So, the oxygen being highly electronegative element is going to withdraw the bonded pair of electrons towards to it. One of the bonded pair will be withdrawn towards to the oxygen. Hence, it is going to develop a partial negative charge and the carbon is going to develop a partial positive charge. Wherever we get the partial positively charged species, we can call this one as the electrophile. What are we going to call this one as the electrophile? Means this is electron liking species. And who is going to give these electrons? Our Grignard reagent is going to give electrons for this one. Please observe children, when we had reacted an alkyl halide with magnesium metal, it had formed R minus Mg plus and X. Where we had already discussed R is the alkyl group. Now this is having a negative charge on it. Means it is going to act like an nucleophile. It is going to donate the electrons to the electrophile. We got our electrophile. And the nucleophilic R minus will be giving its electrons to the carbonyl carbon, and in return the migration of pi bond takes place. Please observe here, R had given electrons to the electrophilic carbon. In return, pi bond is migrated on to the oxygen, that is generating a negative charge on the oxygen. What was generated on the oxygen? Negative charge was generated on the oxygen. And the carbon is having its 2 bonds with some other group of atoms. And now we got our R bonded with the carbon. The remaining group, Mg plus and X, that will be having the attraction with O minus, forming a complex. This complex we call as an adduct. We call as an adduct. Here, this adduct, when it is going to be hydrolyzed, means when we add water, the part MgX will be reacting with OH, forming MgOHX. This is the byproduct. Byproduct means that is not our major product. What is the remaining? Hydrogen will be bonded with the oxygen. Hydrogen will be bonded with the oxygen. Carbon got its group of atoms, and the same carbon got the alkyl array. Now can we call the OH group of atoms that are bonded with a carbon are called as the alcohols. What are they called as? The alcohols. What is the major thing is, we can prepare a compound that is an alcohol from the carbonyl group with one carbon accession products. In the reactants we have only one carbon. These may be some group of atoms. Now in the product we have carbon, and along with that there is one alkyl group added. So using the Grignard reagent, in the products there may be one carbon in number more, or the number of alkyl groups that are bonded. With the Grignard reagent they may be in excess. This is the general mechanism, children. Let us take some examples that makes our work easy now. Okay, let us have a glance and let us take the examples. So keep this general equation, and with this general equation we are going to take some examples. Let us take the example 1. We are having, in the place of some bonds, both the bonds are with hydrogens. Can we put name the compound? H, C double bonded O, H. Yes, the group of atoms, wherever we find COH, it is an aldehyde group, and in this one there is only one carbon, so we can call it as the name methanol. We can call the name as the methanol. Let us have the same process. Carbonyl carbon is having partial positive charge and double bonded oxygen with a negative charge. Whatever it may be, the R minus Mg plus NX, that is what we call as the Grignard reagent. The R is going to donate the electrons to the carbonyl carbon. Pi bond is going to migrate onto the oxygen. It is going to give a negative charge on the oxygen. For that negative charge, it is going to form Mg plus and X. Here we have hydrogen, here we have hydrogen, but here we got R. In the place of R, we can take CH3 also. It makes your work simple like methyl group. Upon hydrolysis, we can have COH, H, alcohol, because in this one the carbon is attached to one R group, and it is called as the primary alcohol. Let us take the second example. In the second example, we are going to take, in the place of another hydrogen, CH3. Can we have a name of this one? There are two carbon atoms with an aldehyde group. So we can call this one as ethanol. We call as the ethanol. There are two carbon atoms. And we are going to use the same Grignard reagent, R minus Mg plus. The same process will happen. Migration of pi bond, CH3, C, O minus, Mg plus, X. Here we have one hydrogen and the R group is going to be bonded for the carbon. Upon hydrolysis, what product we can expect? CH3, C, OH, H and the R plus Mg, OH, X. So the carbon that is bonded to OH was bonded to two other carbons directly. Hence it is going to give secondary alcohol. So what we conclude is methanol is going to give primary alcohol, whereas an aldehyde is going to give secondary alcohol. And let's take one ketone. What product does the ketone will give? Let us take. The ketone that I am using is CH3, C double bonded O, CH3. I can call this one as acetone as the common name, or 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there, hence it is called propanone. And we take the same example, R minus Mg plus N, X, Grignard reagent, add the R to the cardinal carbon, shift the bond of the oxygen. It is giving CO minus, CH3, CH3, R, Mg, X. On hydrolysis, it is going to form CH3, C, OH, R, CH3 plus Mg, OH, X. Now the OH attached carbon is bonded to 1, 2, 3 carbons directly. Hence it is called as an tertiary alcohol. So what we conclude is, with an aldehyde we get secondary alcohol, whereas with the ketone we get tertiary alcohol. We can try many examples by taking these Grignard reagent. In the place of R, you can take methyl, ethyl or anything. Let's take one more example. So based on the topic presently what we had learned, we got a question from the NCERT textbook. How can you prepare the following by taking methanol as reactant? By taking methanol as reactant using Grignard reagent. Let us see how to prepare these following. They didn't ask any IUPAC naming. They had given only some products and they are asking us how to prepare. Remember children, whenever we had taken in the previous example number 1 methanol, our Grignard reagent is R minus Mg OH plus. When we had chosen methanol, the products that we got using Grignard reagent are C, OH, H, H and the R. Upon further hydrolysis, these are the products that we got. I am giving only main products. Now this is also written as R, C, H2, OH. We We can write them also as the RCH2OH. Now that group R will be some other group of atoms. Let us take our example number 1. How to prepare this product? Means you can study OH is attached to CH2. Here also OH is attached bonded to CH2. In the place of R, we got some isopropyl group. Now our concept is, what is the formula of Grignard reagent now? We have learned up to now, Grignard reagent is called R minus MgX. So they have already mentioned taking methanol as reactant. Methanol is C double bonded O, H and H. Partial positive charge, partial negative charge. These are the group of atoms that are present in the place of alkyl in the Grignard reagent. So let us take that as CH3, Mg plus and Br. Study children here, R minus, I had replaced the group of atoms as isopropyl group, MgBr. Last time we used to place X. X is nothing but the halogen. There I had placed the bromine. So let us continue our mechanism. So that mechanism, once we observe, the negatively charged carbon will donate electrons to carbon. There is a migration of pi bond. It is resulting CO minus MgBr, H and H, and then CH3. Last, we continue the process of hydrolysis, and it is going to give CH3. This is the part CH3, and I will write this as CH2OH. Now I understood you got the point. That is, whatever product it may be, first you must understand what is the reactant and what will be the Grignard reagent alkyl group. Now let us take up the next example. You must do the next example. In this next example, the R was substituted by the cyclohexane. Now Grignard reagent you take as cyclohexane. That is and benzene ring, you don't think, it is a cyclohexane ring, and you can continue the reaction. Add the negative charge on the carbonyl and you finish up the reaction. Hope you had understood how to prepare alcohols from the carbonyl groups using Grignard reagent. Now let's continue how to prepare phenols. Up to this session we have discussed only how to prepare alcohols. In the next session, in the next point, we are going to learn how to prepare phenols. So let's continue children. The preparation of phenols. There are only 4 preparations of the phenols. Under that, we are seeing the first preparation of phenol from halobenzene. Means benzene is attached by a halogen. Here we take the halogen mainly as chlorine. We can call this one as chlorobenzene. We can call this one as the chlorobenzene. Yes, very good. This process is also called as Dawes process. That name is not given in the NCERT textbook, but it is very important for the objective examinations. So let us see the Dawes process or the preparation of phenol from the chlorobenzene. How to prepare? First we will see the general mechanism or equation. Step by step equation we will see. how is it going on, the mechanism will be going on. So first our process is a direct process how to prepare the phenol from chlorobenzene. Initially we are going to react the chlorobenzene with sodium hydroxide. At an high temperature of 623 Kelvin and also 300 atmospheric pressure. Then it will form O minus Na plus. The benzene with an oxygen carrying a negative charge is called phenoxide ion. What is it called as the phenoxide ion? With this having a positive charge and the negative, the sodium, so this is called as the sodium phenoxide is the intermediate. When this sodium phenoxide is further reacted with dilute hydrochloric acid, the sodium and chlorine will be removed as sodium chloride. Hydrogen will be added for O minus, that is going to form OH, that is the phenol. So what is the direct process, children? That step, first we are going to react chlorobenzene with sodium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. Intermediate we are getting a sodium phenoxide. When it is further reacted with HCl, we are getting the phenol. That is, we are going to prepare the phenols. But what is the mechanism? The mechanism is for objective purpose, not for subjective purpose. Let us see the mechanism, how the process is going on. Initially, once we study the chlorobenzene, let's start taking benzene. On benzene, what is the formula we have? C6H6. Means there are 6 carbons and there are 6 hydrogens. And each hydrogen is present on 1 carbon. That is what C6H6 we know. Now this C6H6, when reacted with chlorine in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, our intermediate first year topic, we can get the chlorobenzene. This is the preparation of chlorobenzene. Now, when we study the electronegativity of chlorine, it is more than the carbon. Hence, what it will do? It will start withdrawing the bonded electrons to benzene by minus R effect, negative resonance effect. In return, the nearest carbon is also experiencing the negative resonance effect. Electrons are being withdrawn, and on every carbon we came to know hydrogens are present. So what this carbon is going to do means it is going to withdraw the bonded pair of electrons from the hydrogen by minus R effect. Means the electrons are being withdrawn from hydrogen, that is becoming our acidic hydrogen. The hydrogen is becoming our acidic hydrogen. You can have a question, sir, on this side also it becomes acidic hydrogen only. Yes, the hydrogens that are present on the alpha positions, they will become the acidic hydrogen. I am taking only one hydrogen for my consideration. This acidic hydrogen, what will happen means the sodium hydroxide that we had initially, that will decompose or that will give the Na plus ions and the OH minus ions. Those OH minus ions will donate the electrons for the hydrogen, and that molecule will be removed in the form of water, leaving So now presently what we had studied is on this carbon we got a negative charge. It became a carboanion. It became a carboanion. This carboanion will involve in resonance with the benzene ring and it makes that chlorine to be removed from the benzene. Elimination of halogen takes place. When it comes in resonance, it results forming a 6-membered ring. Alternate pi bonds are there. Along with that, there is one more pi bond. This entire system we are going to call as the name benzene. What do you call this, children? Benzene. The sodium hydroxide will be concentrated sodium hydroxide, aqueous sodium hydroxide is it. Only one mole presently we had used. There will be one more mole used in the equation. When we are studying how this is going to be used at the second mole means it will produce Na plus and OH minus, second one. But when it is approaching, which is approaching, the OH minus is approaching second mole, it will be added near to the unsaturated center and it results in migration of pi bond onto the another carbon. Whenever it is getting added to a carbon, pi bond is migrated to another carbon, resulting, please observe, only the pi bond that was formed new, it was migrated onto the another carbon because the negative charge is taken back onto the carbon. Now the hydrogen will be migrating from the oxygen onto the carbon because that is a nucleophilic center. It will be experiencing withdrawing from the oxygen. Hydrogen will have partial positive charge. So what it will do? It will be migrating onto the carbon, leaving on the oxygen a negative charge. That is what we call as an phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion is highly stable due to resonance. And the hydrogen will migrate onto the carbon. On every carbon there are one hydrogen each. This sodium phenoxide ion, when added by HCl, the H plus will be added to the O minus, forming OH, and the remaining sodium and chlorine, they will form sodium chloride. This is what the entire mechanism, children. In this, the intermediate what we call is the benzene, that is formed by the addition of sodium hydroxide. So this mechanism we can study for the preparation of objective. So what do we call the process as? The process called as the Dow's process. What is the main preparation? It is used to prepare phenol from chlorobenzene. So let's take the second preparation.